these billboards. Like, well, unless we get like a billboard that's stationary, where it's just us on the billboard and not flickering. Electronic billboards, they're just not. That's why they're so cheap. They're not as effective because it flickers for a minute, 2 minutes, 3 minutes. You know, so you're not going to get that exposure that you want. I tried to make a point about billboards and how they are not going to be effective with what we want to do on social media, Facebook.
In a way, though, I think social media will be more effective, though.
Because that's where teens are, and that's just everybody's on Facebook, Twitter. More people are on this whole social media tip, and I feel like that's where a majority of our marketing money should be going. Yeah, as far as these billboards and this advertising, social media is the way to go. Flyers. How you doing, design team?
Good. Flyers are done.
Flyers are done? Can I see?
No. Yeah.
So could we like place flyers like strategically around like Wichita? Like, should we like market it like towards like the downtown area?
Like flyer graffiti?
Well, that could be
Does
interesting.
this go up and throw up 20 flyers on like one post and?
That would be interesting.
No, go into restaurants and like slip them under wrap themselves and people are going to the bathroom.
That's kind of creepy though.
What do you
do in
your? We should do the billboards because it'll get the word out really well. And I think that the digital ones are a good idea because personally, they get my attention better because they look nicer.
All right, so we got the design team and the media team, but I forgot what other teams we have.
And we have like a coordinating team that talked about ticket sales and coordinating the event and how everything was going to flow.
Yep, and they're not here, and I guess we're coordinating it right here.
I thought Skylar was coordinating. Yeah, but I guess we're not important enough to remember what we do.
Oh, well, let's go to our coordinating team. What do you got for
I'm
us?
not giving you a report now.
Oh.
Honestly, like, what is Malcolm wearing? Like, is he about to go to prom? Like, when you got a meeting at 8 and you got prom at 9.
I think we have a long ways to go, and I got to see a little bit of the personalities clash a little more. I'm not used to that. Everybody's been pretty good about getting along so far, so it was an interesting night.
So, where are we at so far?
We're not doing billboards. We're doing it basically on social media, and we're gonna have to get people to help us fill up water balloons.
Why no billboard?
Because digital billboards are just not effective. Unless we get a billboard that's stationary where it's just us on it, which is way more expensive than a digital billboard.
Definitely
not
more
gonna work.
expensive.
Yeah.
Right.
Digital billboards are just not effective, especially if it's flickering like every minute, every 4 minutes. It's not gonna work.
Malcolm Eugene is a phenomenal young guy. He has many great ideas, and he's definitely new age, and he understands what's really we're so right about the social media. Now, social media is taking over the way that we are doing advertising, how the world is connecting. Unfortunately, a lot of the older traditional business, they don't quite understand the power of social media right now. So what we have to do for some people that we're trying to partner with is we have to kind of still bring in the old traditional things like the billboards and some print media, which seems to be a dying thing, but they're still so used to it, is what they know. Though I try to give him the credit because he's really right. Unfortunately, the market that we're trying to reach, they're not into a lot of the social media right now, and we're also trying to reach that group too. So I'm trying to get them to understand that.
Your billboard is not flickering up next, you're not gonna see it.
Right, that's true. But what happens is you do a rotation in a time that that works for most people. That's why they do it often and in multiple locations. We're not gonna do just one billboard in one spot. That won't work for the most part. And
I feel like some people, i.e. Marquise, kind of doesn't see it that way. I mean, he tries to say it like the audience we're going for, they're going to be the ones looking at the billboard. We're trying to get it to where we can go on the billboard closer to the metropolitan area downtown, along Kellogg, the one closest to where we were going to be, get that to where we were going to be going for like every minute. That was the lowest rotation time they had, and it was still like roughly $1,000 for the amount of time and amount of days we wanted to have it running.
right, okay.
So,
I think they have their purpose. I think that it's better to get your advertisement and brand out on as many platforms as you possibly can. So I think it would be a good idea that we at least look into them.
All right, so here's what I want you to do. I want you guys to, I like where you're going with this. Let's hold the thought, and I want you to go ahead and get into your groups so that we can kind of take this and break it down a little bit more. All right? Go ahead and do that now.
Yeah.
I was feeling really good at the beginning of the meeting, but towards the end, just kind of some shots fired and not so great right now.
I want you guys to go back to the drawing board, think outside the box, and try to pull in some of the concepts with your design. Let me tell you what I get with this. When I see this, honestly, when I don't really see water. I see the balloon, but what it makes me think of is a hot air balloon. You know, I like the talent. And one of the things that we were trying to express with the flyer, that the first project that it came up with, that it wasn't a bad flyer. It just didn't meet the need or capture the concept that we're trying to put out there for the group. Unfortunately, when you have a person or when people, it's not a person, but a people who are working on a project and you kind of get to love it, you look at it, you put your time into it, and then some people don't receive it the way you do it, sometimes it's a little bit of a rejection thing and people's feelings to get hurt. But what we're trying to do with this is encourage our designers not to take it personal.
About this flyer,
About that one.
I don't know. Honestly, like Marquise's ideas, I'm just not like feeling them. I just don't really think
I don't
they
understand
go
where he's
well.
coming from. Like, what does he want?
Yeah.
I don't think Marquise knows what he wants. He's going in 50
It's
different
like 50,
directions.
exactly. Yeah. Start from scratch, which is a little hurtful, but we're gonna go with it and we're gonna keep pushing until we get it right.
It's not helping us out much. We know that he doesn't like the flyer that's already made.
Just because it looks like a child made it, Alana.
Yeah, apparently.
I think everybody was pretty discouraged because we came in thinking that we had a pretty good start and now we're starting from scratch.
Doesn't like the logo, looks like a hot air balloon. Like I don't even know where he got that, to be honest with
A
you.
hot air balloon. I don't.
Yeah.
There's water inside of it.
I was really excited to share my flyer with everybody because the whole design team, we agreed that it was a good looking flyer and that it really caught attention, but then a few members decided that it looked childish and that it looked like a child put it together and just like threw it all together solely because it didn't have the proper TeenView logo. It just said TeenView Magazine in a Helvetica font.
He just doesn't know how to design. We do, so I think we should just keep doing what we want to do, and if he doesn't like it, I mean, at this point, I'm just like, you can take what I design, or
I mean, yeah, like
you
we
can
sub-
find another designer.
We submitted the flyer, then all the designers like the flyer, so it's just the people that don't know designing don't like it. So I don't really know what direction we should be going in right now.
Well, I like what we had. I thought it was clean.
I thought it was bright but clean cut, and people could understand what's happening instead of 100 different things going on within the flyer.
So we kind of had to go back to the drawing board and figure out how we're gonna go about it because people didn't seem to like it.
Because we should.
I mean, I'm just
Put one
having
flyer.
trouble incorporating water balloons, poverty, and baseball. I feel like they're all so out of sync that
Yeah,
it's gonna be hard to put them all together.
I feel you. I don't know. Well, we plan on meeting on Monday, right?
Yeah.
Okay. We'll just keep going from there. We'll meet with Ricky, we'll talk to him, see what he thinks. Make another flyer, but I don't know how many flyers I can make. I'm just putting that out there.
I'm gonna try and figure out what our whole perspective should be when creating the flyer. I'm gonna try and incorporate all 3 topics and try and see how they can be put into one flyer to not only capture attention but have it look clean and to have enough information on it to make sense.
Are you interested in the digital and media arts? Ever asked, why do I have to go to Kansas City or Denver to an expensive private art school? Why isn't there a program in Wichita? There is. Bethany College Mindfire offers certificate and degree programs in audio recording, 3D animation, filmmaking, and video game design. You can also transfer credits and apply directly for the Bachelor of Arts in Animation and Cinema Studies. Want more info? Just go to bcmindfire.com.
It's that time. Time for caffeine. Time to remember why I'm up at this hour. Training and preparing for when things heat up. So when that alarm goes off, I'll be there to help. Everything I'm doing today is going to make all the difference for tomorrow.
At Butler Community College, your tomorrow is closer than you think. Enroll now for classes. Butler Community College. Let's take tomorrow.
So today was a pretty good day. I had a lot of fun. I had a lot of fun today. We had a photo shoot downtown. It was for the magazine. It was since prom season's coming up soon, so we took photos for that. And I think we had a lot of fun. Like, I kept the mojo flowing. A lot of people was laughing and joking around. So I think anytime that we have fun, it's a job. It's a good day. It's a really good day. So I was proud of it.
I know, he killing us in swagger.
Dang, he went all out. That's how it goes.
It was a rough start trying to get everyone grouped together. There was a lot of pressure on me because I planned it, but I kind of just wanted, I like to go with the flow more than planning everything so that's strict. But I think it turned out pretty good. We got some good shots.
This lens too big because you can't fit everybody.
We can back up.
Yeah, but he gonna be in the street. Yeah, for the.
With what cars?
With that car that almost hit him. Yeah, there's cars that's driving. Don't get me.
Then move out of the way.
Alana's trying to kill folks.
All right, I'm gonna just throw this out there. I like shooting cars way more than I like shooting people. When I'm taking pictures of cars, I don't gotta hear no mouth. I don't gotta hear nothing. They don't talk back to me. They don't do nothing like that. Other than that, today was it was cool in a way,
I reckon you gotta be the supermodel. She always is. You guys didn't know that? She's fierce.
How are you mean mugging it?
I thought we were mean mugging smiling.
Everyone else was like,
Model mode.
I know.
Okay, so we had a photo shoot today for the fashion section of the magazine, and it was really fun. I got to hang out with some of my friends, and the TeenView members were there, and we went to Old Town and just took photos for like 2 hours.
Malcolm over here doing his own private photo shoot. Like, he got some good shots over here too. He got the U-Haul truck in the background, but he's an amateur. I'm a Photoshop. You gonna put TeenView?
Yo, man, I'm feeling pretty good. We did a photo shoot for the prom edition of the TeenView Magazine. I think it went pretty well. There were a couple of things that could have been a lot better.
Anyway, you guys can, matter of fact, you two face that way. Yeah, and you two face that way. This is Wichita's next top model.
Oh, okay.
We got the lowest budget in the district.
smiling
right.
or not?
Since you're
Malcolm's getting good shots
You're
on
on the
that
inside.
back here.
No, he's not.
And Reagan,
Whatever he's not officially doing.
Greg was taking photos. I kind of had to direct him on certain things. Like, I'm not a photography guy, I'm more of a video guy, but there's certain things that transfer over from photography to video that you just should know when taking photos of people. And Greg was making some pretty rookie mistakes for someone that takes photos all the time. But so I had to direct him and coach him on making some better choices. But other than that, it was pretty good.
54, Lana. Don't quote me on it. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Can you try not to laugh a little harder? Because I know I'm funny.
Really, but it's not really fun.
I
Make sure they close that gap.
Get together.
It went well. It was fun. Like I've never modeled before, which would surprise everyone. I mean, look at me. But I think it was an experience. It was fun. We had some new people come out. You know, some people from my club came out to do it. Some people that Alana and Reagan knew came out. It was overall a good experience.
Hey, how you doing?
Good, how are you?
All right. Hopefully we get this meeting to start here. I know they were doing some type of a photo shoot, so hopefully they should be here. So we got about 10 minutes before they get started. I expect them to be here, so we'll just kind of hang out a little bit. I got some pizza if you wanted to get going on that, okay?
Sounds good.
All right, good deal.
You know, if you look at your elbow, you'll never miss a high five.
Psych.
Change gonna break
I try to be
me.
nice. I try to be nice. I'm gonna cut it to where we just high five on the first day. We go cut all that other stuff out.
I think Greg is really good at photography. I think it was cool how he branched away from just cars tonight, even though he did get some shots with the train, which is very cool. But I think he did a really good job. He understood what I wanted and he went for it, but put his own spin to it.
I am pissed. Where's everybody at? They know the meeting starts at 6:30.
Say it with his voice.
I want to know what she's doing now. No, she don't. I had it all set up. It was good.
You
got a different girl now? No. he doubling up. Did he say swimming? I'm swimming in lady. Does he know what that means? I imagined it too. I'm just backstroking on home. You made that worse. I don't know.
What if they sit on the stairs?
No stairs.
Yeah, everyone to the stairs.
No, you know what
Look
I
at her
mean,
dress.
though.
Look at her dress.
No, you know what I'm
No.
Yeah, all right. I never really shot, people, so it was kind of difficult for me in a way. But we got a couple good shots. I wish it was planned out a little bit better. There are probably about 8 or 10 of them out of 30, 40 that I like. I mean, there's some shots in there that I love, but there are some other shots that don't put my name on those shots,
What this is for,
Malcolm, get in here.
Should we do hands or fists? Hands or fists?
This was all Lana's idea. Lana planned it. And I think she did a pretty good job planning the whole photo shoot downtown. Me and Greg, we kind of showed up late, but that's just what happens when you are fashionably late like that. But when we showed up, we got everything going, and Alana was directing everybody on what she wanted to see and what shots she wanted to see. But I think we got some pretty good shots. So congratulations to Team Alana. She did good.
I've been sitting here for 2 hours and ain't nobody showed up. A lot of different places. So I really, really need you guys to do that. I have to admit, I kind of feel a little bit disrespected. I feel like, that's the best way to say it. I kind of feel disrespected about that.
So when we got to TeenView today, yeah, it was pretty dark. The way, quoting Malcolm, it was pretty dark because Marquise was upset.
Everybody say maximize the time. All right, we're going to be excited about it because that's where it's at. We need to maximize the time, and we need to begin to produce and pull these things, try to pull all this stuff off. But we still have an organizational problem, a communication problem, and just all together working this thing out, and we're way out of time. In fact, we're behind the 8 ball on this. So I don't know what we're going to do about this. I'm going to have to talk to the group. I'm going to have to let them know that we have to be more professional. We have to be on time. We have to communicate. Communication is extremely important. It's like meeting deadlines. You have to communicate with the people. How did they know that I didn't plan to bring somebody to speak to the group? What? This right here was a mess.
I mean, like, we come in and we're doing our thing, right? We're doing this photo shoot. We're trying to get our stuff done. We have important stuff to do. And Marquis starts griping at us because we got here late. Like, it's not our fault that we're doing stuff and we're trying to just get things done. And that made me mad, honestly. Like, I don't know why he's doing that, getting mad at us. Like, if he wanted us to come to TeenView earlier, then he should have, like, called us or texted us or something. Like, we didn't know. We thought we had all the time in the world. We thought it was okay with him, but apparently not.
So, I'm going to allow the team, the design team, to choose whatever logo you guys come up with. You guys are going to do. Saw some of the ones that's there. Work it out. We'll put that on the flyers, and then we'll go with it.
And it all comes down to having that plan, and we didn't have a complete plan. We had like more of a half plan, and I feel like we could have thought it through a lot better.
Well, but after it's all said and done, I think we're starting to get a little bit of progress. We're starting to see some things come together with the design crew. We're kind of having our plan shaped, and we have a group that's going to start coming together and meeting multiple times during the week so that we can move this project forward. And I think we're going to get a good response from some of our potential sponsors. So let's see how it goes.
Fingers Productions. That's all we need.
It's the inaugural Power 93.5 Powerhouse Jam, starring Lil Wayne, Trey Songz, King, Ty Dolla, and Fannie Webb. Thursday, June 11th at Intrust Bank Arena. Tickets are on sale now at all select the seat outlets and online at selecttheseat.com. From All In Promotions and Power 93.5.
Are you interested in the digital and media arts? Ever asked, why do I have to go to Kansas City or Denver to an expensive private art school? Why isn't there a program in Wichita? There is. Bethany College Mindfire offers certificate and degree programs in audio recording, 3D animation, filmmaking, and video game design. You can also transfer credits and apply directly for the Bachelor of Arts in Animation and Cinema Studies. Want more info? Just go to bcmindfire.com